Let's dive into what would really happen if every single bat on Earth just vanished overnight. First up, get ready for an insect apocalypse. Many bat species are insectivores, meaning they eat insects. A single little brown bat can eat up to 1,000 mosquito-sized insects in just 1 hour. Now, multiply that by the millions of bats that fly out every night. Without them, insect populations would explode. We're talking about swarms of mosquitoes, moths, beetles, and other bugs like you've never seen before. This would be a nightmare for agriculture. Many of the insects bats eat are major crop pests. Think about corn earworm moths, cucumber beetles, and stink bugs. Farmers currently rely on bats as a natural, free pest control service. Without them, they'd have to use way more chemical pesticides. This means more chemicals in our environment, on our food, and in our water. The cost of food would skyrocket, and the environmental damage would be immense. It's estimated that bats save U.S. agriculture billions of dollars every single year just by eating pests. So say goodbye to cheap and healthy produce. And it's not just about what they eat. Let's talk about what they, poop. Bat guano is one of the most effective natural fertilizers in the world. For centuries, it's been harvested from caves to enrich soil and boost crop yields. Without this constant supply of nutrient-rich fertilizer, many ecosystems, especially in tropical regions, would suffer. The delicate balance that keeps forests and farmlands healthy would be thrown completely out of whack. But the impact goes even deeper than bugs and fertilizer. Many bats are also crucial pollinators and seed dispersers, especially in tropical and desert climates. Forget bees for a moment. At night, bats take over. They pollinate over 500 species of plants, including some of our favorites like bananas, avocados, mangoes, and even the agave plant, which gives us tequila. No bats, no tequila. I repeat, no bats could mean no more margaritas. Is that a world you want to live in? These bats don't just pollinate our favorite foods. They are essential for the survival of entire ecosystems. When they fly from flower to flower drinking nectar, they transfer pollen, allowing these plants to reproduce. Think of the iconic saguaro cactus in the Sonoran Desert. Its massive, beautiful white flowers open only at night, perfectly timed for their bat pollinators. Without bats, the saguaro cactus, a keystone species that provides food and shelter for countless other animals, would struggle to survive. The whole desert ecosystem would begin to unravel. Then there are the fruit-eating bats. These guys are the master gardeners of the rainforest. They eat fruit and then fly long distances before pooping out the seeds. This process, called seed dispersal, is vital for reforestation. They spread seeds far and wide, helping to regenerate cleared forests and maintain genetic diversity in the plant population. They are literally planting new forests every single night. In some areas, up to 95% of new forest growth can be traced back to seeds dropped by bats. If they vanished, tropical rainforests would have a much harder time recovering from deforestation and other damage. The lungs of our planet would be gasping for air. The ripple effect would be catastrophic for other animals too. Many predators, like owls, hawks, and snakes, prey on bats. Their disappearance would leave a huge gap in the food chain, potentially causing a decline in these predator populations. On the other side, the animals that rely on the plants pollinated by bats would also face starvation. It's a domino effect that would cascade through entire ecosystems, leading to a massive loss of biodiversity. And what about us humans? Beyond the agricultural and economic chaos, there's a direct health risk. Mosquitoes, which would be breeding out of control, are carriers of numerous diseases like malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, and West Nile virus. Without bats to keep their numbers in check, we could see a dramatic increase in these deadly diseases spreading across the globe. Our world would become a much sicker and itchier place. Caves would also change forever. Many cave ecosystems are entirely dependent on bats. The guano they leave behind forms the base of the food chain for a unique community of creatures, from fungi and bacteria to invertebrates like beetles and millipedes. Without the constant nutrient input from bats, these unique, hidden worlds would simply collapse and die. So, a world without bats isn't just a world with more bugs and no tequila. It's a world with failing crops, collapsing ecosystems, widespread disease, and a devastating loss of biodiversity. These incredible, often misunderstood creatures are not spooky villains. They are ecological superheroes, working tirelessly every night to keep our planet healthy and balanced. They pollinate our plants, disperse our seeds, and protect our crops. They are a cornerstone of a healthy planet. The next time you see a bat silhouetted against the twilight sky, don't shudder. Instead, take a moment to appreciate this vital little mammal. The world would be a much darker, poorer, and more dangerous place without them. They are a critical part of life on Earth, and we need to do everything we can to protect them. Thanks for watching, and if you learned something new, don't forget to leave a comment below. Until next time, Remy signing off. Stay safe and stay curious.